It's not a food issue. It is a fear-related issue with food side effects. For those of you that don't know, I write an article in Paleo Magazine every single issue. And normally it revolves around intuitive eating, dieting, body image, eating disorders, anxiety, perfectionism, mindful eating. And in this month, I wrote something about orthorexia. And in this article, I titled it Orthorexia, Why Obsession Isn't Willpower. And as you can see, I've got this picture of me here from my bodybuilding days with my abs, and then some more pictures here, me just like flaunting it on the stage. I wrote this article because when people see pictures like this, they normally think willpower. They think, wow, she's got self-discipline, she knows how to eat right, she can stick with it. She has so many qualities that I can't have, and I really, really wish I could look that way, but I love food too much. That's always what I heard whenever I was doing these. I love food too much, I can't do that, but good for you, girl, you can do that, and I'm so proud of you, and I wish I had your body, and I wish I had that, and I wish I had that. That is awesome. Wow, for me, that was like, yes! It's just a shot of adrenaline. It feels so good. Everyone tells me that they want to have the qualities that I have. That feels so good because I knew that was a lie. I knew that, yes, on my outside, yeah, I have, I don't even know, not really a six-pack, but like abs. I had abs in this photo. I was lean. I had the perfect butt, and I had a gym body. I had a fitness body. Yeah, of course you can see that on the outside because I was starving myself. And I was barely eating anything, and I was taking sleeping medication to go to sleep at night, and I was taking laxatives to go to the bathroom, and I had no relationships, and I was miserable, and I was sad all the time, and I never looked good enough. And what people see, they see willpower. They see willpower. That myth that like, if only we had willpower, we could look like this. If only we had more self-discipline, we could make sure we didn't eat anything bad. We'd always be eating good, healthy, nutritious foods. We would never celebrate any holidays with champagne or wine or turkey or any of that food because we're too good for that. And that's the attitude I had. I actually had to unlearn that. I know, mind-blowing, but what I just love so much is when I'm around a group of girls and they haven't entered that world. And they're just like, yeah, you know, sometimes I wish that I could lose a little bit of weight, but you know, it's fine. I love my body. It gets me places. I love that so much. And I'm like, man, if only you knew that this girl wanted so badly to be where you are, but she had no idea how to do that. She had to put in hours of listening to podcasts about self-loving things. She had to reintroduce herself to intuitive eating. And what does it even mean to not eat 6 times a day, every 3 hours, have this many grams of protein, this many grams of fat? I was so confused. I never saw food on my plate. I only saw a math equation. That is all I ever saw. And so when I'm around people who just, you know, enjoy their bodies, they're not too stressed about body image, they're not too stressed about looking a perfect way, I'm like, wow, that is so beautiful. If only you knew that the people who have that body that many of us want are miserable and frustrated and sad. And at this time, deep down, all I wanted was to put on some weight so that I would stop having to hold myself accountable for looking that way. Once I got to a new standard, okay, so I would have this one body and then I'd put on some weight, or I'm sorry, I'd have this one body and I'd take off some weight, I'd lose some weight. Then I was like, yay, but at the same time, this is my new standard. Now I have to keep this up. And then my coach would push me, lose more. And I lose some, and then he'd say, okay, now this is your new standard. Don't get any more. Don't get any more. You cannot afford to do that. So then I have this new standard. Same thing would happen on the treadmill. I'd run. I'd burn this many calories, and then I'd say, okay, well, tomorrow I have to make sure I burn that many plus 5 more, 10 more, 15 more, because that's my new standard. If I don't do that, then I'm a failure. If I would not go the next day because I was too tired, I would feel terrible. I once had pneumonia, and I was doing miles and miles on the Stairmaster because I was too afraid that if I stopped, then I would just like, I don't even know, explode. Probably in my mind, it was more about gaining weight, but I didn't understand at the time that gaining weight was for me the key to freedom. Since I have put on weight, I finally feel free. I was trapped in this body where I held myself accountable to be this weight that I was not supposed to be at, ever. And now that I am where I am, I'm like, oh my goodness, I feel so much better. So I wrote this article to help people understand that it's not about willpower. it was all about obsession. Obsession, something that took me so far away from my true self, from my goals, from my spirituality, my God, my amazing, lovely relationship with my parents, all those things. My obsession sucked me out of all those things. To other people, it looked like willpower, but to me, to those around me that really knew, it was not willpower, it was obsession. So I just want to give you one of the tips that I have on here. I'm going to do number 1, because I think that's really important for right now. And number 1 is to purge yourself from fear-inducing media, especially right now. Even I'm noticing that with the new year and all these new photos popping up and all these people on Instagram, I'm just like constantly looking through it, and I find myself being like lost. Like, what's going on? Like, where am I? I'm so consumed in this world that I forget that I'm in this world. And it's kind of like I'm numbing myself, and I have to snap out of it and say, stop it. You're in this world. This is the world you're in. You're blessed to be in it. So take part, take up space. So if you're following anyone on social media and they're influencing you to start a new diet or start a new workout routine or lose some weight or have a 6-pack or have this or have that or join our diet club, join our program, buy our product, unfollow, unsubscribe, throw your phone across the room. Just get it away from you, or your TV or your computer, whatever it is. Take some time to be alone. It doesn't really mean that you have to deactivate your account for everything, but just start unfollowing things that aren't lifting you up. And even if you find that you're starting to follow things that are lifting you up, but you're still being addicted to that phone, just take some time away. Purge yourself from it. You don't need it. I trust you. The world out there is way more excited in the world than here. And it's way more truthful. This is a lie, or this can be used as a lie. It's not a lie, but it can be used as a lie. Definitely. Out there, no. That nature you see is gorgeous, and it's calling your name. Those friends that want to have coffee with you, go do it. Go try it. Have some fun. See what happens. I trust in me when I say that when you start taking risks and you get out there and you start living, then this body, this little tiny flaky body, this tangible thing that turns to dust one day, it will not seem as crucial and important to keep in a certain particular tiny little mold for the rest of your life when you see how much more exciting it is out there and how much living you have to do. Hope you enjoyed this video.